computer, iPad, tablet and phone. Log on to visiontv.co.uk and click on Entertainment, then NTA. You can also download the iOS or Android app on your mobile devices to watch NTA International on the go, anywhere in the world. NTA International, your window to the world.
From dusk to dawn, 24 hours a day, NTA International is with you in your living room, office, everywhere and anywhere. We provide the company you desire in terms of balanced and up-to-date news, programs and the best of entertainment. You can download www.visiontv.co.uk, Apple iOS or Android. NTA International, Africa's window to the world.
What is happening? Your eyes are red. You are armed with a machete and a gun.
See, I am angry and I can't even contain it. See.
Oh, my guy, calm down.
See,
calm down.
See, Oga. I have planned to go and destroy these people's businesses in the city. I have to retaliate for what they've done at our place. They cannot eat their cake and have it now, never.
If you destroy their business here and they destroy that of those close to you over there, especially that your brother who sends you steady cash, how would you survive? Would your dreams be on hold?
What you're saying is correct, but I'm still angry.
Best way is to embrace peace. With peace and unity,
my people, let us embrace peace and unity. Let's learn to live as brothers and sisters for a progressive, prosperous nation. This message is brought to you from the Federal Ministry of Information and Culture.
Hours a day, 7 days a week. You can watch NTA International live on your TV, computer, iPad, tablet and phone. Log on to visiontv.co.uk and click on Entertainment, then NTA. You can also download the iOS or Android app on your mobile devices to watch NTA International on the go, anywhere in the world. NTA International, your window to the world.
Our pastors, our imams, in every church, in every mosque, please realize that in the course of praying for peaceful and transparent elections, we all have duties beyond prayers. If we want a stable society before, during and after the elections, what should you be saying to those that worship with you? All Sundays and all Fridays, you are saddled with the responsibility of bringing up good generations. It is therefore your duty to both man and God to ensure peace all the time, no matter about elections alone. People talk to people and people listen. Talk to your followers. Make them listen to ensure peaceful 2023 elections. This message is from the National Orientation Agency.
From dusk to dawn, 24 hours a day, NTA International is with you. In your living room, office, and everywhere, anywhere. We provide the company you desire in terms of balanced and up-to-date news, programs, and the best of entertainment. Tune in to DSTV.
and India have a shared interest in successfully tackling the challenges facing the global economy.
Handshake between Abuja and New Delhi on business initiatives offers new platforms for growth and development.
Yes, how many megawatts have you taken from Azura? Did you take in 2017?
This one can be taken half daily, sir. If you convert what they have been giving in the monthly basis.
NIPP probe, House of Representatives Committee shines torch on power evacuation and proper accounting. U.S. Congress visits Nigeria, thumbs up health response and emergency operations. Good evening, this is NTA Network News reaching you live from Abuja. I'm Naja'atu Tijjani. Michael Olaleye is in Lagos while Zenret Dingmon will be joining us from Jos. You can follow this news broadcast live on our website nta.ng/live and all our social media platforms displayed on the screen for updates. A delegation from the United States Congress is in Nigeria to observe the country's capacity building for global health security, as well as understudy the state of disease detection, preparedness and response. Olusheye Adiagbo reports.
Top industrialists and businessmen from India and Nigeria, supported by their governments, meet here for
Seems we have a bit of a mix-up there, and we'll take the trending story of the Nigeria-India relations. Nigeria and India are setting a new record using what they believe as genuine friendship for the two nations to realize opportunities in trade and investment for the mutual benefit of more than 1 billion people. Foreign desk correspondent Usman Aliu reports.
Top industrialists and businessmen from India and Nigeria, supported by their governments, meet here for a new dawn in strengthening cooperation for investment and trade.
Pushing to our common aspiration for promoting growth and improving the welfare and material conditions of our people, Nigeria and India have a shared interest in successfully tackling the challenges facing the global economy.
Our two great founding fathers, Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru and Sir Abubakar Tafawa Balewa, must be happy and proud that the legacies and the seed that they sowed have continued to grow and to blossom.
With a good record of trade volume in 2019 of more than $16 billion, the Nigeria-India Business Council, which was formally established by Vice President Yemi Osinbajo in a message, projects a good future to confront emerging global public health emergency, for instance, climate change and other economic threats.
And with the pandemic behind us, both countries must look to vigorously make up for opportunities lost during the last 2 years.
Cameroon has the highest number of terrorists in West Africa.
Challenges by Nigeria, for example, where raw materials are exported and in the end, same processed products are imported, will no longer be, because the new deal with India will be extended to skills development and investments for manufacturing.
We have introduced the pioneer status incentive, which gives the tax break to startup businesses across multiple sectors, including agriculture, e-commerce, transportation, and business process outsourcing.
Just as the increased interaction is expected to improve maximum utilization of oil and gas resources, power supply and agricultural development, more efforts are on for collaboration on improved security, which was emphasized at another engagement with Nigeria's Minister of Foreign Affairs.
And of course, there's a long-standing cooperation in the defense field between our two countries. And in fact, during this visit, His Excellency will also be meeting with the Minister of Defense, and they will be able to hopefully agree on concrete projects and cooperation.
With the new ties, Nigeria and India have made their bond stronger. Usman Aliu, NTA News.
Now back to our earlier report about a delegation from the United States Congress visiting Nigeria to observe the country's capacity building for global health security, as well as understudy the state of disease detection, preparedness and response. Oluseye Adiabo has that report.
The U.S. Congress, supported by the United Nations Foundation, has organized congressional learning trips to observe global health, UN peacekeeping, humanitarian and development operations across the globe. This learning basis to Nigeria is one of its kind, and this team from the U.S. Congress who worked on global health policy were at the NCDC National Reference Laboratory (NRL) in Abuja to understand how bilateral global health security investments in Nigeria have strengthened global health security and pandemic preparedness. The visitor to basic understanding of the operations and functionality of the NRL, the laboratory diagnostic facilities, and discussed the importance of the resilient health systems. It was also a time to interact on integration and data sharing of Nigeria's wide disease detection and response to the current monkeypox outbreak.
A really great partnership between the Nigerian government and the United States government. So the US CDC has provided very generous and important support in collaboration with the NCDC.
It's important that they understand on visits such as this, where US government investments are going, what they are achieving, what other areas may require support.
The National Reference Laboratory is the specialized laboratory that supports accurate and timely detection of infectious diseases. In Abuja, Oluseye Adiabo, NTA News.
In continuation of the investigation of the Nigerian Integrated Power Project, the House Committee on Finance has berated the Transmission Company of Nigeria over its inability to give a detailed account of power evacuation under the power generation agreement with generating companies. National Assembly correspondent Dayo Ogunshola reports.
It is the second day of hearing and appearing before the Finance Committee to speak on issues surrounding the Nigerian Integrated Power Projects is the team from the Transmission Company of Nigeria. The issue in contention here is the record of power evacuation from Masura, a power generating company, as relates to 450 megawatts of electricity generation agreement.
So I'm asking you, sir, yes, how many megawatts have you taken from Azura? Did you take in 2017?
This one can be taken averagely, sir. If you convert what they have been giving in the monthly basis, it has not been giving us exactly what was signed.
That's all I want, sir.
Yes, there are some justifications for that. Even though their capacity is 450 megawatts, they can be generating 100 now. Maybe there is much demand. Then they can increase it to 300.
With inconsistent records from the team, the committee expressed dissatisfaction with the explanations given, insisting that the chief executive officers of TCN and the Nigerian Electricity Regulatory Commission must appear before it on Tuesday for details. From the National Assembly, Dayo Ogunshola, NTA News.
The Emir of Kano, Alhaji Aminu Ado Bayero, has urged Nigerians to shun bitterness and embrace peace across board in order to maintain peace in the country. This was during a courtesy visit to Governor Ifeanyi Okowa in Asaba. Tessie Coker reports.
It has been a busy weekend for the Emir of Kano as he visited Delta State. One, to rejoice with the Olu of Warri, Ogiami Atuwashe III, on his coronation anniversary, and other traditional rulers. The Emir of Kano was accompanied by the Bey of Agbo, and to demonstrate the continuous synergy between Delta State and the North, a visit to Governor Kowa was not a bad idea for him.
My coming to this state alone will make a statement to the world that we are one and together. And if we take that into consideration, taking into account every other thing, we all know that the differences between us are less than what we share together. So I believe if we are being honest with ourselves and we embrace each other as brothers and sisters, there are a lot of things that will be passed. all these talks about insecurity, about not having a unity among ourselves is something we can sit down and talk about. We have done it before, we have succeeded, so we don't have any reason not to succeed.
For Governor Kowa, a relationship that builds bridges across the nations resonates warmth in the country.
We hope that we can all help to build ourselves together into the Nigeria of our dream. That Nigeria of our dream was in Nigeria in which anybody can come in from the north to the south and from the south to the north, and then we know that we look at ourselves as brothers. We're able to support each other to succeed. That is the way it should be.
The presence of the Emir of Kano in Delta State will continuously foster unity among Nigerians. Saba, Tracy, Koka, NTA News.
Now to Nigerians flying the flag high. President Muhammadu Buhari has applauded Nigerian student Noel Ifeanyi Alumona for winning the 2022 AFS Award for Young Global Citizens, becoming the first African to win the prize since its inception in 1914. The award was presented to the Nigerian student during International Youth Day, organized by the United Nations Global Communications Department, the AFS Intercultural Programs and the Youth Assembly at the United Nations headquarters in New York. President Buhari notes the responsiveness, kindness and sacrificial spirit of the Nigerian student who is studying special education in Vanderbilt University, United States, and has already established foundations to cater for the needs of physically challenged, vulnerable and less privileged people. The president extols Alumona for his outstanding character and dedication to helping others, particularly for attracting global spotlight to Nigeria. President Buhari affirms that the student, who is an Obama Foundation Fellow, United States Institute of Peace Fellow, and United Nations Youth Assembly delegate, is on the right side of history, channeling his energy to encourage and support others. The Election Petition Tribunal sitting in Osogbo on the governorship election in Osun State has granted the ex-party motion brought before it by Governor Adegboyega Oyetola and the All Progressives Congress for a substituted service on the state governor-elect, Senator Ademola Adeleke. Governor Adegboyega Oyetola is challenging the outcome of the July 16 governorship election, in which the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) declared Adeleke winner. Joshua Ogunjide reports.
Sitting by the Osun Election Petition Tribunal commenced at the Osun State High Court, Osogbo, with two applications on the 11th of August by the petitioner, Boyega Oyetola of the All Progressives Congress (APC). Counsel to the petitioner, Yomi Aliyu, a senior advocate of Nigeria, professed the court an expected motion to bring the application and argue it outside or before the pre-hearing session and substitute service on the second respondent, Governor-elect Ademola Adeleke, based on his inaccessibility when bailiffs attempted to serve the PDP candidate the notice of the petition. Aside pasting and submitting the notice to both the national and state party secretariats of the third defendant, PDP, as well as residents of the second defendant, Ademola Adeleke, counsel to Governor Oyetola prayed the court to allow notice of the court order be pasted on the court's notice board.
We came here to get justice, and we know we are definitely going to get that.
Most of what we ask for is there are cases that are self-proving and it's document-based. So we did not envisage a lengthy period of trial.
The second application by the petitioner served the first respondent, INEC, seeking for the inspection of materials used in the conduct of the July 16 governorship election, especially the electronic scan of voters' register and ballot papers. The Justice Teresa Kume-led tribunal granted both ex parte motion based on substituted service on the second defendant by pasting the notice of the petition on the notice board of the tribunal in Osogbo. Following the substituted service, the second respondent, who is the governor-elect, has 21 days to respond to the petition. In Osogbo, Joshua Okwuchide, NTA News.
charted a new course to fast-track the quest for development and solidify the unity of the country, dominated proceedings at the 62nd Annual General Conference of the Nigeria Bar Association in Lagos. The event, which is the largest platform for legal professionals in the country, had in attendance presidential candidates of some political parties and the vice presidential candidate of the All Progressives Congress. NTA DBC reports.
The annual National Conference of the Nigerian Bar Association is channeled towards advancing the legal profession in the country. With the theme Bold Transition, the opening of this year's edition of the program set a perfect tone in readiness for the 2023 general election, boldly reeling out strategies for achieving a more virile and strong democratic practice in the country.
In this age when others are talking of artificial intelligence, when others are talking of nanotechnology or biotechnology, we need a leader who has the skill set, who has the understanding of the global economy to shepherd us in this age. Any leadership, forget about party, any leadership, whichever from political party, we must confront these 5 issues. And I enumerated them. I said the unity of our country is very, very fundamental. The election you're going to have next year will not be about, remember, it is not about time, not religion, not connection, not entitlement. It must be an election about character, competence.
The Nigerian Bar Association Conference presents legal practitioners with a unique opportunity to interrogate issues affecting the profession and the society. In Lagos, NTA BBC NTA News.
The Headquarters Sector 2 Joint Task Force Northeast Operation Hatinke is investigating 2 persons suspected to be soldiers over the alleged murder of Islamic cleric Sheikh Goni Gashua. The Assistant Director, Army Public Relations Headquarters Sector 2, Captain Kennedy Anyawu, says Operation Hatinke and the sector is working with Yobe State Police Command to unravel the identity of the suspected soldiers. At the end of the investigation, the soldiers will be made to face the full wrath of both military and civil laws. This incident is highly regrettable given the sector's disposition and zero tolerance on violation of Code of Conduct and rules of engagement for troops. Consequently, the sector wishes to commiserate with the family of the victim and the good people of Yobe State and promises that justice will be served accordingly. You're still watching the news at 9 on the network service of the NTA. Stay tuned for more reports after this timeout.
The skyline's a bright line, you watch how we find and listen when we speak, you better listen. Now, you're on tune.
Glow Data, your front row seat to the world of entertainment. Nobody does video streaming better. Dial *777# now.
The Tertiary Education Trust Fund, TET Fund, is pleased to inform its stakeholders and the general public of the public presentation of the first set of 10 books written by Nigerian scholars and published under the sponsorship of the fund's Higher Education Book Development Project. Another set of 30 books will be unveiled by December 2022. This is a remarkable milestone in TET Fund's higher education book development intervention, targeted at essentially addressing the crisis of paucity of reading and learning materials in Nigeria's higher educational institutions. The event is scheduled to hold as follows. Date, 23rd August 2022. Venue, 2nd floor, Conference Hall of the Federal Ministry of Education, Abuja. Time, 10 a.m. prompt. Announcer Abdulmumin Oniogi, Director of Public Affairs for the Executive Secretary of TET Fund.
The President and Commander-in-Chief of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, President Muhammadu Buhari, GCFR, through the Honorable Minister of Communications and Digital Economy, Professor Isa Ali Ibrahim Pantami, wishes to inform the general public of the inauguration of the newly appointed members of Board of the National Identity Management Commission, NIMC, National Information and Technology Development Agency, NITDA, and the Nigerian Postal Services, NIPOST, scheduled to hold Tuesday, 23rd of August, 2022. Venue, Main Auditorium of the Communications and Digital Economy Complex in Bora, Abuja. Time, 11 a.m. This event is strictly by invitation. Announcer, Mr. William Wankwo Alo, Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Communications and Digital Economy.
My name is Mukhtar Zubairu Siraju, President and Chairman of the Governing Council, Nigerian Institute of Public Relations, NIPR. On behalf of the Council of our great institute, it is my pleasure to welcome all NIPR delegates to the Citizens Summit on National Integration, Peace and Security. This summit, billed to hold on Tuesday, 23rd and 24th of August 2022 at the International Conference Center, Abuja, is a product of the Institute's concern about the threat of the collapse of values which threatens our relationships and is stunting our forward march. It is our hope that the summit would activate the process of rebuilding a new Nigeria that works, a system that would raise new Nigerians that will build the new Nigeria. I wish to assure all participants that everything is in place to ensure peaceful and successful summit and AGM. God bless Nigeria, God bless NIPR, and God bless us all.
The Federal Ministry of Health and National Primary Healthcare Development Agency, in collaboration with partners, are commencing vaccination of children from 6 weeks of age against diarrhea caused by rotavirus from 22nd August 2022. The first dose of rota vaccine should be given to children at 6 weeks of age, second dose at 10 weeks, and the third dose at 14 weeks for full protection against diarrhea. The virus can cause severe watery diarrhea, vomiting, fever, and abdominal pain. Children who get diarrhea can become dehydrated and may need to be hospitalized. Caregivers with children under 1 year should visit the nearest health facility in their community to have their children vaccinated with 3 doses of oral rota vaccine. Protect your child now with rota and other vaccines against childhood killer diseases. Rota vaccine and all other vaccines are safe, effective, and free. For further inquiries, call 0700-220-1122. This message is from the National Primary Healthcare Development Agency with support from partners.
Thanks for staying tuned. We're talking infrastructural development now. The Minister of Information and Culture, Lai Mohammed, says the new Terminal 2 of the Murtala Mohammed International Airport is a new experience for travelers in and out of Nigeria. The minister stated this shortly after a guided tour of the terminal. That report will come in our subsequent bulletin. Meanwhile, 349 trainees under the Train, Employ and Mentor scheme for people in the Niger Delta region have graduated in the first phase of the Bradama International Skill Works Limited in Ondo State. Toyin Bature reports that the initiative is part of the Presidential Amnesty Program of the federal government.
Out of the 400 trainees that initially started the 7 skill acquisition courses in 11 different departments, 51 were suspended for misconduct. 349 successfully completed their courses, while 175 out of them were employed by Bradama, and 11 out of this set of trainees were given automatic employment at the event.
I would use this opportunity to be able to empower most people that are thinking that education is all about reading and writing. I'm happy because it's as a result of hard work and a better dedication.
Tackling unemployment and curbing youth restiveness in the region form part of the aim of the Presidential Amnesty Program.
Essentially, this model is based around food security, active participation in the oil and gas industry, and the untapped blue economy, with specific emphasis on maritime transport, security, and mechanized agriculture. We're in the time of diplomacy. How can we join the moving trade?
Stakeholders lauded the initiative, stating that it is a step towards economic recovery.
This graduation ceremony offers us an excellent opportunity. The knowledge and various skills you have acquired from Bradama work citizens should be utilized fully to the benefit of mankind.
Guest lecturer and former vice chancellor of Adekunle University, Yakumba Akoko, Professor Femi Mimiko, wants government to prioritize technical and vocational education in Nigeria for enhanced productivity. In Akure, Tony Batire, NTA News.
To ensure a safe learning environment in Nigeria, the federal government and other stakeholders have initiated a clear agenda to obliterate emerging threats across the country so that Nigeria's next generation of leaders can flourish and contribute meaningfully to society. The initiative is a brainchild of the National Stakeholders Engagement Forum on Financing Safe Schools, organized by the Ministry of Finance, Budget and National Planning, Naja'atu reports.
Stakeholders in the hundreds from different parts of the nation. Just one objective: to fashion out strategies to finance safe schools nationwide.
We need to work together collectively and ensure the future of our children is safe.
We should incorporate fences and gates into all schools, parameters to maximize safety.
Over a decade of a nation's tussle with outlaws, bent on pulling at the very heart of society, its future, through incessant attacks on schools. The result sheet indicates red marks due to the disruption of academic processes on a scale which has necessitated a return to the drawing board to reinvigorate the pushbacks at all levels.
The deliberations here could very well save the lives of a lot of children going to school.
We need to be consistent and very committed politically to make sure that education is totally financed.
The Minister of Finance, represented by the Permanent Secretary, Special Duties, Shehu Aliyu, gave the assurance that government is committed to creating adequate budgetary allocation for financing safe schools activities.
The federal government is committed to ensuring a safer teaching and learning environment, while in the same vein trying to provide budgetary provisions in a bid to make our schools safe.
Whatever the Federal Ministry of Finance is able to come up with, we are ready to provide the policies and all that is needed for the child to be back to school in a friendly, safe learning environment.
The National Stakeholders Engagement, titled Financing Safe Schools in Nigeria, Issues and Strategic Options, is aimed at re-engaging stakeholders to take a stand, acknowledge the emergency, and commit to taking action to reduce the number of out-of-school children. In Abuja, Naja'atu, NTA News.
And from safe schools to improving the work culture of the Federal Civil Service and promoting better public service delivery, ministries, departments and agencies of government have been mandated to develop and document standard operating procedures in a manual for ease of reference for staff in their respective MDAs. The Minister of Special Duties and Intergovernmental Affairs, George Akume, while unveiling the standard operating procedure manual for his ministry, said it is a comprehensive guide to helping workers carry out their routine operations towards achieving innovation, quality output and uniformity of performance in line with the transformative initiative of the present administration.
Carry out your duties with absolute resolve to uphold the wisdom, excellence and good reputation of the public service, as well as promote the principles of good governance and values of truth, honesty, fairness, and justice.
Henceforth, it is expected that the ministry will start reaping on the many benefits of using SOP in the workplace and for the need to first digitize our government. But we need to do this. We need to use these SOPs probably in the workplace. We need to digitize our systems.
It's now time to join Michael in our Lagos studio for more reports on network news. It's over to you, Michael.
Thank you, Naja'atu. The All Progressives Congress APC is strategizing to ensure that the manifesto, competency and personality of its presidential candidates deliver maximum votes from the southwest and other parts of the country. National Secretary of the party, Inyola Omishore, said this at the end of the party's zonal meeting in Lagos. Adiola Komiakere reports.
Emerging from a strategic meeting of the party from the southwest geopolitical zone, leaders of the governing APC extolled the sterling qualities of a presidential candidate Asiwaju Ahmed Tinubu with assurance that he has what it takes to meet the yearnings of Nigerians.
He's the one with the pedigree. He's the one with many number ones. Is it the TSA? Is it the foundation that he laid for Lagos to move from a slum city to the fifth largest in Africa and moving upwards to becoming third in a short while? He's just the best. He's the man with the vision. He's the man with the ideas. He's the man with the program. He's the man with the antecedents.
For the first time in recent years, we have candidates coming from Lagos State. We have reasons to vote for. We have landmarks what we are to point at. So I just meet as a party to strategize and plan ahead of our elections.
The meeting also emphasized on the need for mobilization and enlightenment to ensure that the over 18 million registered voters in the zone cast their ballots in favor of the APC. Members of the National Executive Council of the governing party in Southwest States attended the meeting. In Lagos, Adeola Komiakere, NTA News.
Henceforth, the use of foreign models and voice-over artists has been banned in Nigeria. The Advertising Regulatory Council of Nigeria, ACON, disclosed this at a media briefing in Lagos after issuing a statement to that effect and backed by the newly established Act 2022. Amaka O reports that the new law also empowers the regulatory agency to issue and withdraw licenses.
Advertising Regulatory Council of Nigeria, ACON Act 2022, has brought about a change in the name of the regulatory body from Advertising Practitioners Council of Nigeria, APCON, to Advertising Regulatory Council of Nigeria, ACON. The upgraded law also provides more robust regulations that will accommodate dynamics in the practice of the advertising profession. Section 1, subsection 2b empowers ACON to control the advertising space in spite of overlapping functions in the industry.
This act is saying that notwithstanding the provisions in any other act, because we know that some other acts gives power to regulate advertising, but their remit is limited to their industry. But it gives us a broadening omnibus power over advertising space across industry.
The law also made provisions for the establishment of a governing council with the inclusion of sectorial groups as it will regulate advertising, advertisement and marketing communications practice in the country.
We cannot continue to allow the advertising space to be on autonomy. Consequently, we are taking necessary steps. We are engaging the stakeholders and we will continue to engage them. We are coming up with framework and we will continue to take in line with our law.
Advertising Tribunal to regulate the standard of practice was also established. As Arkan says, it is not regulating to strangulate the industry but to ensure ethical practices are upheld. In Lagos, Amaka O, NTA News.
Do not forget to follow this news broadcast live on our website at nta.ng/live and on our other social media handles displayed on your screen for updates. Time for some messages. The news continues shortly. Please stay.
secure way to send and receive money, pay bills, and buy airtime and data. Dial star 939 hash from any network to get started.
I beg. I want to put smart cash wallet. That's smart.
Smart Cash Payment Service Bank. Money Matana says.
Here is a very tough guy who knocks out every opponent, but now he's been knocked down by malaria.
Amatem soft gel.
Amatem soft gel makes treating malaria easy. Amatem soft gel is a game changer.
Amatem soft gel. A good to combat malaria for body. For adults and children. Say no to malaria. Yes to life.
We are committed to the unity of our great country, Nigeria. Let us support our armed forces. Let us stand together with them. Let us stand for them. Our symbol of unity, the gallant men and women of the armed forces on land, air, and sea, who have continuously put their life on the line, protecting our lives, humanity, and nation.
Let us join them and stick together as one, irrespective of our misunderstanding, be it political, cultural, or ideological.
Our uniqueness is our oneness, our strength is our diversity.
Let us stand by, stand with, and support our armed forces to keep this nation together.
Nigeria is my own. Nigeria is your own. Nigeria is our own.
They look for pension fund administrator. Wait up, make sense, wait care for me. No be the time when story go enter the matter when it's time to deliver. No. The bank is sure them no go stress you. Call them then they accessible. Customer care where they on point. No go regret when you try up cost. Promisable investment, everything just a blend. Make you choose premium pension today. Make that switch to premium pension. Make that switch to premium pension.
Join over 700,000 satisfied members and enjoy the premium experience at our offices across the 36 states in Nigeria, including the FCT. Call 094615-700-704 to make the switch today. Premium pension, active today, premium tomorrow.
Last time when you come, you say you know they fit well. How your body now?
I can go clinic, go do test. I get malaria. After begin take my malaria medicine, I come begin well. I may even finish the medicine safe. I say make I save the rest of the medicine for another time. Mama put. Wait with this now.
And the saving technique where you know take finish your medicine, now say make I use for you. So that when you go, come back, when the tongue don't catch you well, you come back and chop the food.
Mama put, see, which is the way you give me so. Better hunger go come wire my belly.
If you not treat that malaria, if it's come plenty for your body, and you see that medicine where you save, you know can't reach to treat them.
I don't share. Sense, Mama. I receive sense, so I could do I'm correct now. Fever and a sign of plenty different diseases, plus including malaria.
To test. If na malaria, then go give you correct medicine. If no be malaria, go your health worker go tell you what to do.
Now, Federal Ministry of Health and American people then bring good at this missing.
Introducing Good Night Power Shots Multi-Insect Killer. Fast action and great fragrance. Spray 2 shots each in 4 corners of the room. Stops mosquitoes without stopping family moments. Good Night Power Shots. Spray inside, stay inside. Endorsed by the Nigerian Medical Association.
Join us to stop crude oil and product theft at production sites, on the pipeline, at terminals, at the depots, on vessels, at refineries. Help stop crude oil and product theft. Report infringements to www.stopcrudetheft.com. You can also validate genuine purchase at validate.stopcrudetheft.com. Please report and be rewarded. This message is from the Nigerian National Petroleum Company, NTA.
If you're just joining us, this is the network news at 9 on NTA. Nigerian Port Authority remits 78.49 billion naira to Consolidated Revenue Fund as investors lose 13.9 billion naira in the stock market. Musa Abubakar has details on business news. Musa?
Thank you, Naja. The Nigerian Ports Authority (NPA) has generated a total revenue of 172.2 billion naira from its operations in the first half of 2022. The authority in the same period remitted 78.4 billion naira to the Consolidated Revenue Fund of the Federation. These disclosures were contained in a half-year 2022 operational report released by the Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of the authority, Mohammed Bello Koko. Koko said that in the face of global economic and inflation crisis, among other negative factors, the half-year operational statistics were encouraging, adding that they had bolstered impressive remittances to the Consolidated Revenue Fund of the federal government. And now to energy. Oil prices bounce off session lows to trade nearly flat in a volatile session on Monday after Saudi Energy Minister said OPEC Plus could cut production to confront market challenges. CNBC reports that Brent crude futures for October settlement fell 44 cents to $96.28 a barrel. Earlier, it had fallen as much as 4.5% earlier in the day, breaking a streak of 3 days of gains. U.S. West Texas Intermediate crude for September delivery due to expire on Monday was down 27 cents at $90.50. To the capital market is a negative start on the equities market as the NGX all-share index depreciated by 49,344.67 basis points. Market capitalization dropped to 26.614 trillion naira. 122.7 million shares exchanged hands by investors in 3,915 deals valued at 1.301 billion naira. Mutual Benefits Insurance, Transcorp and Guarantee Trust Company led activities on the floor of the exchange. That's business news. Naja, it's back to you.
Thank you, Musa, for always keeping us updated. The status of Kano as the commercial nerve center of northern Nigeria, which also plays a strategic role as the largest business hub in southern Sahara, will soon be elevated to become the new destination for shipping cargo. This follows the recent declaration of the Dala dry port as a port of origin and final destination by the federal government, which awaits official gazetting. Aminu Umar reports.
Dala Inland Dry Port, situated on a stretch of 30-hectare land in Zawachiki, Kumbotso local government of Kano State, boasts of state-of-the-art facilities. The modern dry port has additional 100 hectares reserved to accommodate a special economic zone. Its stacking area is 20,000 container capacity, connected to the narrow gauge rail tracks for haulage after transloading from the seaport. It is an ICT-driven port that allows for online engagement with customers, aimed at reducing human contact to curb corruption, among other advantages. Players from Kano and neighboring Niger Republic describe the port as a development that will have direct bearing on the economy of the two countries because of its capacity of promoting cross-country economic activities. They also note that the facility will address extortion, multiple taxation, cut cost, reduce frustration and risk, as well as port congestion, among others.
If this new development can help us to bring our cargoes to Kano in 1.5 days, I think that's a kudos.
Many containers always, many containers are falling down in
Nigeria.
Nigeria and Niger Republic are twin sisters, so this dry port is executed in Nigeria. However, it was done for us. The managing director of the port, Ahmad Rabiu, who applauded both the federal and state governments for their commitments towards seeing the 20-year-old project comes to fruition, says the port will meet key stakeholders to ensure inclusive engagement for effective service delivery to the customers.
The cargo owner or the agent appointed to do the clearance will be here in Kano when the cargo will arrive, and the notice will be given even before its arrival that the cargo has arrived. And the customs here are not customs that are also too engaged. They are just there for the legal for handling export and import.
Dala Inland Dry Port was constructed on public-private partnership on the basis of build, operate and transfer, which received commitment of Kano State Government through provision of access road, perimeter fencing, electricity and water, while primary school for the host community has also been completed. In Kano, Amin Umar, NTA News.
Let's now join Zenret, who is standing by in Jos for more reports from that axis. Hello, Zenret.
Hello, Naja'atu, and thanks for joining us in Jos. House of Representatives Committee on Steel is calling for more budgetary allocation to the National Meteorological Development Center, JOS, to enable it perform efficiently. This was during its oversight visit to the center. Naja'atu Muhammad Kafa has details.
The National Meteorological Development Center JOS was established with the core mandate to be a global center of excellence in mineral and metals innovation through research and development. These stakeholders are at the center to assess facilities on ground as well as assist the center with budgetary allocations for improved outputs. Conducting the committee members around the center to assess various plans, Director General, National Meteorological Development Center, Linus Asuku, notes that for the center to achieve its core mandate, there is need for adequate funding.
We cannot have less than 3% of our GDP on research and development. So when that is done, you will see that we can move forward.
At the end of the assessment tour, Chairman House Committee on Steel expresses satisfaction with the series of innovations at the center.
Our duty is to actually liaise with the executive to ensure that yes, the right thing is done, especially when it comes to expenditures, and to ensure that yes, what is released for the agency is properly managed.
Oversight functions are part of the statutory mandate of members at the Green Chambers. In Jos, Naja'atu Muhammad Kafa, NTA.
Plateau State Government is advising those responsible for the implementation of Adolescent Girls Initiative for Learning and Empowerment Project to stay clear of corruption, manipulation and abuse or be brought to book. Governor Simon Lalong gave the advice while disbursing school improvement grants and conditional cash transfer to beneficiaries in Jos. Indenyang and Debagang reports.
The Adolescent Girls Initiative for Learning and Empowerment Project was initiated to encourage and restore hope to all girls that have dropped out of school as a result of lack of funds for fees, cultural hindrances, or non-availability of schools in their localities. Plateau State is among the 7 pioneer states benefiting from the World Bank and federal government intervention project, given its long reputation for education and track record of delivery in counterpart projects. This first tranche of disbursement covers 9 selected local government areas, and the sum of 168,400,000 naira was distributed to adolescent girls between age 10 and 20 years.
I know that when the governor came on board, what he has done on the platform for education is enormous. It is necessary to commend the World Bank for extending this funding partnership to Plateau State, which shall see us eventually benefiting from a total fund of $3,972,000 in scholarship and infrastructural expansion.
The implementation of the program is expected to be monitored through anonymous channels that will report directly to government. In Jos, Indenyan and Abuja, NTA News.
And that's it from here. We'll take a break now. Naja'atu will return with what's left of the news.
When I wake up, I win. I close my eyes and I win. Keep up on me, come on, let's independent women, come on, now let's get it. I'ma keep it till the world stops.
Wow, you look great. Did you just bring it up? Darling Superstar, great that takes the lawn fresh no matter what.
When times are tough, we know that as a mother, one thing you should never compromise on is your family's oral health, because they deserve the best. Oral-B, all-round protection. Great value. It protects your mouth from harmful bacteria and also protects you against tooth holes and gum problems which can lead to tooth loss. It's strengthens your family's teeth and gives them all-round protection. So remember, protect their future. Oral-B for healthier, stronger teeth in just 1 week.
ARM has partnered with Techstars to launch the ARM Lab Lagos Techstars Accelerator Program, designed to empower fintech and proptech startups in Africa for success. Applicants to these programs stand a chance to receive up to $120,000 in funding, access to 20,000 global investors, and mentorship opportunities from over 7,000 industry experts. Are you a fintech or proptech startup in need of funding? Don't miss this chance to take your business idea to the next level. Hurry and apply today by visiting www.apply.techstars.com.
Join us to stop crude oil and product theft at production sites, on the pipeline, at terminals, at the depots, on vessels, at refineries. Help stop crude oil and product theft. Report infringements to www.stopcrudetheft.com. You can also validate genuine purchase at validate.stopcrudetheft.com. Please report and be rewarded. This message is from the Nigerian National Petroleum Company.
Looking fresh for your date? Get even fresher with Close Up. New Close Up Triple Fresh formula. It cleans deeply, fights 99% of bacteria, and cools intensely, keeping you protected and fresh.
Protected and fresh. Picture.
Still fresh, still protected.
Feeling good and protected.
All day confidence to get close. New Close Up Triple Fresh formula.
Every morning is an opportunity to take your hustle to the next level. Every morning is one day closer to your ambition. So, make every morning count. Cup after cup, morning after morning. Start strong, finish strong. Nescafe.
It's your time to win big with the Oral-B bumper promotion. Buy any Oral-B pack for a chance to win 1 million naira. Yes, 1 million naira. 3 winners every month. Buy any pack of Oral-B, write your name and phone number on the empty pack, submit to any of our designated centers, and stand a chance to win 1 million naira. The Oral-B bumper promotion will run from 12th of August to 12th of November 2022. Visit our social media pages for more information. Buy Oral-B today and start winning. Terms and conditions apply.
Guys, we can't leave. We've got to finish the client's order tonight.
This time?
How about some top tea to cheer us up?
Only 1 bag of top tea makes 2 strong cups, so taste to know more flavor, enjoyment, friendship, and upliftment.
Wow, this looks gorgeous.
Beautiful. Taste to know. Top tea.
Thank you. Hi there. Hello. You can price shop, but you're always saving on everything except for here. This is where you're throwing money down the drain. How? On this cleaning product. Impossible. You need the new Harpic toilet cleaner. With just 130 naira sachet of Harpic toilet cleaner, you save more. Harpic stick formula stays longer, so it cleans 10 times better. Wow, Helen! And it saves because it's only 30 naira, giving you a sparkling clean toilet and great savings too.
It's time to join Clement Olorintoba on Sports Update.
Despite crashing out of the 2022 FIFA Under-20 Women's World Cup in Costa Rica, after a 2-0 defeat to the Netherlands in the quarterfinals, football fans have hailed Nigeria's Falconet for their impressive outing, while also urging the Christopher Danjuma-led team to focus on bouncing back for future engagements.
But let's take the positive from here. It's an age-grade competition. They are under 20, plenty of years ahead of them. They can get better in the future.
The progression is good now. They just need to continue with the tempo and, of course, look at how they'll be able to bring them together and become a better player and, of course, do better for the country.
Meanwhile, the Football Association in the Federal Capital Territory, FCT, has ended a 1-day seminar for football coaches, referees, and administrators ahead of the FCT FAF-A-side tournament in Abuja. The seminar is aimed at bringing participants up to speed with global changes in the rules of 5-a-side football, in order to ensure a successful competition and sustenance.
For you to have each free competition, it is very necessary to embrace the people who are going to play it with the laws of the game.
And finally, as part of efforts to further ensure the togetherness of the country, the Nigerian Institute of Public Relations Monday morning in Abuja took an integration walk to preach the gospel of peace and security among Nigerians. The exercise took participants from the Unity 14 in Abuja and ended at the headquarters of the Nigerian Television Authority in Era 11, where the Acting Director General Abdulhamid Dembos assured them of NTA support in ensuring the peaceful coexistence of Nigerians.
What this summit is all about, to let the world know that we as Nigerians can come together from whatever background and forge a common and united front.
It's all about integration of Nigeria and Nigerians, and that is what we want at this moment in time. So it is a noble cause, and it needs everyone's support in this country.
About 100 people took part in the 3-kilometer walk with sport updates. Clement Olorutoba, NTA News.
Sports update concludes the network news at 9 on NTA. Thanks for watching and do enjoy the rest of the week.